Hi guys, it's Miss Polly. This week's been going real good. I was able to upload, I think it was 2 or 3 videos to my YouTube channel. So I'm really excited that I was able to get that material out that I wanted to get to you guys. I wanted to go back into my poly conversation, so I'm trying to build up my my group of people that our fan base that was on tag, and I haven't really been on there that much, so it kind of takes a couple, week or two to get people to come in and get to notice that I'm there. So then when I'm able to, have the conversations, I have the people to, have that conversation with me and ask questions, and then we can get into those things, because I like that. So kind of feeding off of maybe possibly having a podcast, but we're going to take it one step at a time. I don't want to put my hands in a whole bunch of stuff right now, because I'm trying to, build accordingly. And we're still working on my life coaching program and saving money for that. And so I want to go ahead and provide those services. So if you guys are interested, hit me up. I am on Facebook, Miss Polly, Polly Wright, or just Miss Polly, MZPOLY. You guys can find me. But if you're new to the channel, we really are promoting about having good relationships, which also include being healthy and just an all over, being well atmosphere. So I've been dabbling in working out and posting some workout and meal prep videos, talking about being a mom and how that is being poly also. Different things have been moving. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy having the conversations with friends and family. If you find something interesting here, and if you meet poly people, you kind of have an idea of where to go. So I'm glad you guys are here. Subscribe, like the video so we can do more. If you have any comments, please comment below. I do try to get back to you guys and respond back, and if not, like I said, there's other avenues. I also started my Instagram. So if you guys go on there and follow me, you can be there and also contact me that way. But in the meanwhile, today, I tried to make this video before and I made it, and I was so upset for some reason it didn't upload. I was like literally uploading it and it said upload it, and then it was like error, and I was like, oh, fuck. I was sorry, language. But anyway, I was very upset that it didn't work out. And I ended up having to do it again, so that's fine. I also was thinking that it probably could have been a little bit better anyway, because I was in the car talking, so either way. But one of the things that was a comment recently, my sister wife asked me about why people may think that the poly life or poly people are unattractive, but she thought that was kind of strange in the first place. And I told her, I said, there are some people who, in their idea, when they hear poly, they think of an older white male with several young girls who are way underage, and that's what they kind of think. And if they're not thinking that way, then they're usually thinking of a man with 2 women, and they must be insecure, and they may not look attractive, or they may not, be the most attractive people that So that is something that I was worried about, because I was like, you know what? I'm telling people I'm poly. They're going to think, oh, okay, the people that I date are unattractive, or I'm not going to find someone who's worth it, because all people who are poly, there's something wrong with them. That's why they're doing poly. And so you do hear that sometimes. They're like, oh, well, that, if someone's going to be, especially polyandry, people off top think that, okay, well, since you're going to be polyandry, then that means that your partners have low self-esteem, they're unattractive, and nobody wants them, so they're just going to allow you to do whatever you want. And that is not the case. That is not the case. So I have seen that before, but that is really not the case. There are a lot of people who are now coming out who are famous, who actually are poly, and they're very attractive. The gentleman who is, I always forget the name of this song this man sings, but he basically has like a red beard. It's like reddish brown or whatever. I'm a classic man. You know that song? Well, that gentleman, I apologize, I don't remember his name. I'm really bad with names, but he is poly and he has, you know, 2 women partners. So it's like he's poly. A lot of people think he's attractive. I know a lot of people are saying that you know, like I said, I'm trying to think of someone else because there's a few people, but I don't know their names, and that's what's getting me because I should have looked it up before this, right? But yes, and I know you know Jada Pinkett, her daughter, also has said she was poly. She's not unattractive. My partners are not unattractive, so not that we're their only thing, but I think in someone's mind that's what they think is that there's something must be wrong with us, and that is why we're poly, and a lot of times that, you know, we're not the most attractive people. But if you go on to Facebook and you get into some of the poly groups, there are very attractive people who are poly. We're not all nut cases. I'm not saying no one is, but we're not all nut cases. We're just like everyone else. The desire to have more than one relationship, more than one person, is just a preference. It's not necessarily means that like I'm out here seeking and hunting. I feel like sometimes they think you're a predator, like you're out looking for somebody who has low self-esteem or doesn't think well of themselves, and that's why they're poly, because they can't get anyone else. So that would be one thing I would like to change when people think about poly, is that, because that's not what it is either. And that also causes a little stress too if you have people who are changing from monogamy to poly. It could be a situation where the family's like, oh, you don't think you're good enough to have one person? And that does come up a lot. Are you feeling some kind of way, and that's why you're allowing your partner to have other partners? And I will say to that, first off, you shouldn't be allowing your partner to do anything. Your partner is a person and they make their own decisions. You should be aware of what your partner is doing, and if you feel like you're okay with it or you can deal with it, that's different. So that's kind of where I want the mindset to be for people who are thinking they want to be poly or have a partner who may be poly and they're not, and really get that mindset changed, because we're not all unattractive. We all don't look like monsters. And we're not all mentally unstable and running around trying to search people who are, so that for some reason we can prey on them for whatever reason. I'm not sure why anyone would think having more than one person to interact with would be like somehow that we have a way better life. I don't know. Sometimes I think that, but that people think that. And I do understand the building and stuff like that. Yeah, we do have a plus when it comes to being poly. If there's more than one of us, we obviously will have more income if we are a unit that is building together. Not everyone is. And if you are, then yes, you'll have more income. Yes, you'll have more hands on deck when it comes to taking care of children. Yes, you'll have more support because there's more people. But not necessarily, if you're monogamous, you may have that support system also, just in the form of friends and family. So it just depends on, like I said, your preference and what you're interested in. If you're into being poly, then that would be something that would benefit you from being poly, to have those extra hands, have that extra income. But there's people who don't have that and they still have the same things we have. So kind of comparing them as being very similar, that's how I would see it. And hopefully this video kind of helps some people think differently. And I also, I try to do my TikToks and things like that. I try to post, like I said before, there's a few people. There's another lady who is really big. I see her on Facebook a whole bunch, but maybe it's because I look at poly things and she's poly, but her name is Passion. I think it's Passion Jones. Now I might be wrong with the last name, but She is a plus size model. She has a husband and a boyfriend. And then like last year she had a husband and a boyfriend, but her and her boyfriend had broke up for whatever reason. And so she was just her and her husband. So now she has a new boo. And he's quite attractive also. And so he does look younger though. He does look younger. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Some, women out here, we catching them all over. If you can do what you need to do as a man, it is what it is. So he's really attractive. They're attractive as a pod. And so that's really awesome to see that. And a lot of people are doing TikToks about it. So to have that exposure, see that we're all not unattractive or weird, or is it true? And then the questions we have with being polyandry come up, but that's another topic. But definitely we're not unattractive people. There's a variety of people. We're not all over the age of 45 either. So and we're not all too young. There's a lot of us in the middle. So keep an open mind when you're out there. You hear someone's poly. What I tell you guys is the first thing you should ask is, what kind of poly are you? And kind of go from there if you're interested. But yeah, I just want to make that little video for you guys. Like I said, hit me up if you guys want to have more conversations. If you have a topic you want to talk about, I'm on Facebook, Instagram now. And you guys can also see me on TikTok. And see what else I have. I think those are the main 3 now. If you guys, anything, Snap, same thing, Miss Polly, all across the board. And like I said, subscribe to the video. I appreciate seeing you guys, and hope to see you again. Bye.